Good afternoon. Good evening, everyone. I'll try that again. Good evening, everyone. It is awesome to be in this place, isn't it? I'm just curious to figure out how many are here, how many parents are here, and this is your first 8th grader graduating. Let me see your hands. Oh, give them a great shout. All right, that's exciting. How many are here and saying, this is my last 8th grader graduating? Let me see your hands. Yay for them too. It is awesome to welcome you this evening to the 8th grade promotional ceremonies for the Pleasant Hill Adventist Academy 2024. As I saw these young people out there, I said, you're actually the class of 2028 because we believe they're going to go on from here. I have one other couple of questions before we move into our invocation, and that is this. Who maybe came to this graduation this evening from the furthest point on the globe? I heard this morning someone's here from Paris. From Paris. She says, don't call me out. Well, we're excited that you came all the way from Paris to support one of our students. Everyone this evening, my heart is so full as I watch them come in, and I'm sure yours are also. Thank you for being with us. Welcome, welcome, and won't you please now stand for the invocation.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Angejani Shevsky. Dear Heavenly Father, we would like to take this moment to give thanks to you for looking over this class from the beginning of the year to the end. Lord, you blessed us in many ways. We thank you for guiding us through this journey of learning and growth. Please bless each one of us with wisdom, courage, and grace as we step into high school. Please give us the strength to face our challenges with resilience and the humility to seek knowledge and understanding, and the compassion to uplift others along the way. May we always strive for excellence and never lose sight of what truly matters in life. I pray this in Jesus' name, amen. Thank you. You may be seated.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Luis Ernesto Seminario, and it is a huge honor to be president of the graduating 8th grade class of 2024. I am honored to see us reach our educational accomplishments. We worked hard for this achievement. Through our time in school, I had the privilege of getting to know each of you better. Trey, you always find a way to make us laugh, and you brighten my day when you tell me your jokes. Hiram, you've been one of my closest friends ever since the 3rd grade, and I always have fun when you're around. Josiah, you were one of my first friends I had in the school, and when you came back, I was happy to find that our friendship had remained strong. Anya, you are a natural helper. You are gifted in creating long-lasting friendships. Jenna, you are a very thoughtful and generous person. You always think of others first, and you are a very giving person. Sienna, you're a very caring and supportive person, and you have a special talent for making kids feel comfortable or joyful. Abby, you've only been here for 2 years, but it feels like I have years worth of memories with you and all the fun we had. Caleb, you are a determined person. You focus on what you want and don't quit until you get it. You are very independent, and I respect you for that. Eric, if I need help with school work, or I go to you. If I want to have fun or hang out with you, or even if I just want to have a conversation, I will go. You would be the guy I go to. It definitely won't be the same when you're gone. In conclusion, remember to be grateful for all your friends you have made here at Pleasant Hill Adventist Academy. Continue to build on the knowledge you have gained while at school. I have enjoyed being your president, and I look forward to seeing where we go next. Congratulations, class of 2024.
Before I begin, by a show of hands, who would like to hear about our class history? All of you who raised your hands, I am here with you to share where it all began. I have had the privilege, along with my classmate Luis, to attend PHAA for all 9 years of elementary school. At the beginning of 2015, we started kindergarten with our teacher, the wonderful Mrs. Esther Melgar. We all loved Mrs. Melgar and thought she was a terrific teacher. Our classmates were Miles Cooper, Logan Fernandez, Lily Garou, Anya Yanishevsky, Gianna Clam, Josiah Ordaz, Uriel Rios, Luis Seminario, and me, Jenna Peterson. In 2016, when we went into first grade, our teacher was Mrs. Sharon Gray. We welcomed Emma Figueroa to our class that consisted of Miles, Anya, Luis, and me. In the beginning of 2017, when we went into second grade, our teacher was the amazing Miss Amy Vaness. Our returning classmates were Anya, Miles, Luis, and me. That year, Josiah and Logan returned to our class after a year away, and we welcomed Kelly Perez and Maria Rios. In 2018, when we went into third grade, our teacher was Mrs. Heidi Frick. Our classmates that stayed were Miles, Logan, Anya, Maria, Luis, Kelly, and me. We then welcomed Caleb DeGracia, Hiram Navarro, Mia Stevenson, and Ta'ala Thompson into our class. Our fourth year started in 2019 with our fantastic teacher, Mrs. Lori Gospachikov. Our returning classmates were Miles, Caleb, Anya, Hiram, Maria, Luis, Mia, Ta'ala, and me. We also welcomed Josiah back after another year away. It was this school year in 2020 that COVID-19 hit, so we all went to online school for the fourth quarter. During 2020 in fifth grade, we started out online because of COVID, but then returned on-site in the middle of September with everyone wearing masks and our desks spaced apart. That year, we once again had Miss Vaness, who was then teaching 5th and 6th grade. Our classmates that stayed consisted of Miles, Anya, Hiram, Luis, Mia, and me. We welcomed Kate Walton, Trey Mency, Osvaldo Isola, Mika Wayne, and Cindy Ray. In 2021, when we went into 6th grade, our teacher was still Miss Vaness. Our returning classmates were Anya, Trey, Hiram, Luis, Mia, Osvaldo, Cindy, and me. We then welcomed back Caleb DeGracia after a year away with new students, Eric Candelaria and Aiden Panetto. During 2022, when we went into 7th grade, our teacher was the wonderful Mrs. Tiffany Watkins. Our classmates that were still with us were Eric, Caleb, Trey, Hiram, Aiden, Luis, and me. We were then joined by Abisai Avendano. In 2023, we went into 8th grade and continued with Mrs. Watkins as our homeroom teacher, and also had Mr. Rick Maloon for our math and science teacher. Our classmates that stayed for our final year of elementary school were Abisai, Eric, Caleb, Anya, Trey, Hiram, Luis, and me. We welcome back Josiah and our new student, Sienna Sanders. Throughout elementary school, we had additional wonderful teachers for our PE and music classes. For PE, we had Mr. Morris Delamonte and the incredible Mr. Jess Montalano, who also coached our elementary basketball teams. For music, we had Mrs. Bonnie Mendy, Miss Esther Aviles, Mrs. Leisha Hansen, Mr. Todd Peterson, and Miss Mariceli Bora. For 5th and 6th grade math, we also had the marvelous Mr. Timothy Morita. From kindergarten through this school year, we've had many fun field trips, which included Clayton Valley Pumpkin Farm, Pleasant Hill Library, Wolf Mountain, Chabot Space and Science Center, the Exploratorium, California Academy of Sciences, Rosie the Riveter Museum, Ice Skating, Charles Schultz Museum, Sacramento Train Museum, and Old Town Sacramento. And with that, that concludes our class history and brings us to the present year, 2024. Through all those years, we had a blast here at PHAA. Thank you.
Hello and good evening. I am Sienna Sanders, and I will be introducing the speaker for this evening, Mrs. Watkins. She has been such an amazing teacher and will find endless ways to make learning fun, like when we did our Shark Tank project. Whenever I don't understand something, she will always help me, no matter what. Well, besides a test. Don't worry, Dr. Williams. It's not working. Mrs. Watkins, our whole class is so blessed to have had you as our teacher this year. You are a gift sent from God, and we love you. Everyone, please welcome our amazing teacher, Mrs. Watkins.
Good evening. Good evening, graduates. Good evening, illustrious representatives of our school and conference, parents, family, friends, and of course, these wonderful kids to my right, the graduates of 2024. It is finally here. The night that you've been working towards, participating in all year. And I have enjoyed getting to know each and every one of you. Abby Sa'i, you've been in my classroom for 5 years. I have enjoyed watching you grow educationally, and I remember summers doing our science class online. And lately watching as your writing practice has gotten stronger and your spiritual walk with Christ grows to something of beauty. Eric Louie, you are such a kind and insightful learner. It is such a joy to watch you wrestle with a concept and the light bulb turning on with a snap, and then you say, "Ah, I see." Your face is just such a joy to watch that happen. As you face your life with such focus, keep it up. Caleb, what an independent thinker and learner you are. I like that no matter what we're doing in class, from written assignments with your signature handwriting or artwork style on the walls, I never have to guess which one is yours. You provide me with ferocious dad jokes, delve deeply and creatively into subjects you are passionate about, and you're a sharp dresser to boot. Stay authentic. Anya, I will miss hearing you say, "Good morning, Mrs. Watkins," in that way that only you can say it. I have had less time with you as I have only gotten to know you this year, but what a pleasure it's been. You strive to do your best in each situation, and you keep a positive outlook on it while you do it. You are headed great places. Hiram, you are a quietly creative person with a fierce dedication to your favorite sports team. You are a great team member and tend to make connections in your learning that you are willing to share in your writing, if not always out loud. Keep strengthening your voice. Josiah, your skills in education are varied, and though you are often soft-spoken in class, I have watched you make connections not only in your work and interpersonally, but also on the court as an athlete. You are sincere and willing to take ownership of your mistakes and successes. Hold on to that. It'll take you far in life. Trey, you have a dedication toward exploration. Thank you for sharing with me the things that you are passionate about, from video games to travel and photography. You have a unique perspective, which if you apply it, will create great adventures for you. Keep me updated on your journey. Jenna, I have enjoyed getting to know you over the last 2 years. You are athletic, musical, and determined. I know that if you have a question about something, you'll stay at my desk until you understand that clearly. I have seen you very focused and laughing until you cried. We will miss hearing your songs in class. Keep that song in your heart, as the Pathfinder motto says, and go on God's errands. Sienna, I have had the pleasure of getting to know you this year. You have brought wonderful color and life into our class. I will miss the dramatic renditions or rapping or singing versions of the memory verses each week. You have a gift for presenting information to people, and thank you for your willingness to share what is on your heart or what you're learning. Stay active in your learning. It will only benefit you. Last but not least, Luis, it has been such a treat to walk alongside you as you learn. You wrestle with concepts and are thorough in wanting to complete each assignment. You have emerged as a leader in our classroom, and you have a wonderful artistic eye with which you view the world. Do the hard things. Don't change course in the middle, and share your view. It's a good one. It has been my experience that of all the things that have happened during this type of celebration, this is the part you really won't remember. But if I may give you a few tools that you can use as you move into different portions of your schooling, perhaps when you need them, these will come to mind and you can apply them. Mrs. Watkins' rules, otherwise known as stuff I say repeatedly until everyone can finish my sentences. Stop. Just stop. In life, there will be times when it is important to stop. Take a breath, relook at what you're doing or the situation you're in. If you plow ahead and never take time to consider consequences or results, then you can't do the next thing, which is use your resources wisely. Resources come in many forms. There will be experiences you have, people you come into contact with, non-digital and yes, digital resources. Each has their advantages and disadvantages. Don't rely solely on your brain as the source of information. Access the expertise of others in other forms to inform your decisions. Choose differently. Analyzing the information you get from your resources, comparing and contrasting, and weighing the information you get, sometimes you'll need to realize that your choice is not leading you where you want to go, either with behavior or in projects, and you'll need to stop, and then you'll need to choose differently. It's okay to make mistakes. In fact, they are inevitable. So please remember, mistakes make your brain bigger. Mistakes help you reform your brain by building new connection pathways. So make lots of them and be big-brained. Don't be afraid to laugh. Now, I am only human, and contrary to popular belief, I, Mrs. Watkins, cannot control how hot or cold it is outside. That aside, I make mistakes as well as you, and it's okay to laugh at situations and admit that everything doesn't have to be so serious. Don't be afraid to laugh, even when it feels big and heavy. Just because it's hard doesn't mean it isn't worth doing. Make connections. Do the tough thing. Grow your mental muscle. That's your brain, by the way, because I've already done your grade. You've heard me say that, right? You are responsible for your work. Stand up educationally and own what you produce. Show what you know. There will be points when all the fact gathering and preparation will culminate, and you will indeed have to show what you know. Do so with confidence because you've given your best effort. When you are completing a task, project, or preparing to show what you know, give your best effort, and you'll be able to confidently own your own work. Be kind to yourself and to those around you. It is no easy thing being human. Leave grace and space for others to step into. Be authentic. To be the best you that you can be. If you don't do it, no one else will. And if you spend all your time trying to be like someone else, you'll waste the special gift that God gave us. The precious combinations of hopes, dreams, interests, challenges, and successes that make up you. Use your time wisely. Time is something we all have the same amount of. It's running out. However, from the time an assignment due date is announced to our spiritual timelines, use your time wisely. Do and complete your work both in school and spiritually. We need to make sure that we have our lamps trimmed and burning with extra oil set aside through prayer and Bible study because Jesus is coming back. If all else fails, and you recall my voice only saying one thing, let it be this. You've got this, and God has got you. We all can't wait to see what you're going to do together. It has been my privilege to be your guide on this portion of your learning path. I love each and every one of you, and I'm cheering you on. Go, class, go. Thank you.
Mom, I've always admired you. Mom, I've always admired you because you started a business during COVID, and to this day, your business is still going strong. You always think of others first. For example, your business is in field of home healthcare, and you help people that can't help themselves. You're very patient with me and others. Mom, I enjoy traveling with you. It makes me feel lucky that you take me places I thought I'd never be able to go to. For example, we went to London, Italy, and France last year. Also, you recently bought a house in the Dominican Republic to make extra money and to have a vacation home. I love that you are very supportive and understanding. You are constantly listening to my problems and how my day is going. Every day when you pick me up, you ask me how my day went, and that makes my day 100 times better. You raised me to be a considerate person, and you continue to inspire me to this day. Mom, I wouldn't be here at graduation if it wasn't for you. I love you, and thank you very much. Dad, you gave me great advice in life. I like learning new information from you that I can use in the future. We have fun going fishing, exploring the city, and visiting family together. You have taught me to be open to trying new things. I've learned to like a lot of things I never would have expected to because of you. You continue to encourage me to think about my future and that I can succeed. I'm very grateful that you are my father. Mia, thank you for always caring for me when mom or dad are out of town. I enjoy the food that you make for me. It's really tasty, especially your arepas. But most important is that when I'm going through rough times, you're always there to comfort me. And the house is going to feel empty when you leave for college. Te amo, Mia. Te amo con todo mi corazón. Nunca olvides eso.
Dear Mom, I've always admired your work ethic, ensuring we always have food on the table. I've seen you work multiple overtime shifts for me and my brother to have comfortable lives. I'm here to say that your work doesn't go unnoticed. I can go to this school and we can afford to go to trips together. Your cooking is also among the greatest I've ever tasted, especially the Alfredo sauce pasta. At the time I was writing this, we made some together. I helped cut the vegetables, and you helped tutor me to make sure I didn't cut or burn myself. I tasted the sauce after it was cooked. Maybe it wasn't the best because of my poor chopping, but it was the best because of the love and care we shared through that moment. Maybe after this speech, we could cook your food together so I can learn some of your secrets. Dear Dad, you've always taken me to school and back. You've taken me to the gym at inconvenient times. You've watched over my brother and me. One memory that reminds me of this is at Disney World. It was a day full of activities, especially walking. It was late and everyone wanted to take a rest while waiting for the fireworks show in the next hour. I didn't want to waste my time at Disneyland, so I asked you if we could go on the rides. You stepped up and joined me on my late-night adventure. We rode multiple rides while waiting. You don't normally go on rides, but however, this time you rode any rides I asked you to. Regardless of how scary it looked out on the outside or how it might make you dizzy later in the day, you still rode those rides because I wanted you to, and that's a moment I'll never forget. You are also great at chess as well. I'm not the best of the game, proven by the multiple times we've played together, and I've only beaten you once. You say you've only played casually, but it feels like I'm playing with a genius. You are one of the best dads I could ask for. To my brother Lorenzo, I haven't given much thought to this until now, but you've always been a great brother. I've spent time with you playing games and other activities. I've always admired how you always get your work done even though you don't want to. I've seen you passionate about the things you like. You've always been the better brother. To Lolo, you've always made me dinner. Despite you most likely being tired, you have never failed me. You've taken my brother and me to the basketball court next to the park near our house. You supervised me while I was biking and ensured I was safe. You've done countless things that I have not been able to count. An experience that I will never forget was when we were on the basketball court near our house and my brother and I were playing basketball. You decided to join us and it was a great basketball game. Although I don't remember anyone winning, all I remember was playing basketball with a loved one in the sunset. But through all the experiences we had, one of the experiences that stands out is that one time we went bowling. We went to round one in the Sun Valley Mall after church, and it was the first time we ever went bowling. Of course, I didn't win the game, but I did win when we all bonded as a family. Another experience that stood out was the countless times we've gone to Six Flags or Great America. You spend hours in the sun while I go to rides. However, sometimes all I want to do is stay with you guys.
To my dad, thank you for always going out of your way to spend time with me. I've gone to so many amazing places that I never would have seen if it wasn't for you. I love visiting new cities, states, parks, and countries with you. We have a very similar sense of humor, and I enjoy laughing with you and making bad jokes with you. You always push me to be a better person, and you always encourage me. I have learned so many lessons from you that I will never forget. Thank you for always giving me advice and for always being there for me when I needed you. You always encourage me to learn new things and to be closer to God. I love you so, so much. Thank you for everything. To my really silly mom, thanks for being my best friend. You are my favorite person who always listens to me, whether I'm ranting in the middle of the night while you are trying to sleep, or whether I'm singing badly in the car. You are always there for me whenever I need you. Without your love and determination, it would be impossible for me to be where I am right now. Thank you for always giving me your best advice and trying to make me food. I love talking to you, shopping with you, trying new foods with you, and laughing with you. I've learned so many things from you that I will always need. Your hard work and strength help inspire me to be who I am today. It's because of you that I'm able to be in this school and have all the opportunities that I have. Whenever I'm sick, you always take care of me, even if that means you will also end up getting sick. You show the love of God in everything that you do, whether it be giving me advice, praying with me, volunteering at church, or helping others. There aren't enough words to describe how thankful I am that you are my mom. You mean everything to me, and I can't imagine a world without you and your recliner. I love you so, so much.
Ladies and gentlemen, faculty, friends, and most importantly, my parents. As we gather here today to celebrate the milestone of our 8th grade graduation, I am filled with the gratitude for the love and support that has brought me to this moment. Mom and Dad, your guidance and encouragement have shaped me into the person I am today. Standing here, I am reminded of the words from Proverbs 22:6. Train up a child in the way he should go, and when he is old, he will not depart from it. You have faithfully lived out this verse, guiding me on the path of faith and wisdom. Dad, I love when you try to help me with math, even though you usually get it wrong. It's the thought that counts. Your love for God and commitment to our family has been a shining example for me. You taught me to love others as Christ loves us and to always seek his will in all that I do. You are the biggest reason that I felt comfortable and safe getting baptized. I've watched you in your relationship with God, and it has inspired me to walk with God myself. I love going to church with you, and we always find something new with our Christianity. You have helped me find God in so many ways, and I love you so much. Mom, my life would be nothing without you. When I went through the hardest time, you were there. You have been there for my highs and lows. My favorite memories are when we're driving. Whenever we are in the car together, we always have the best conversations, whether it be happy or sad tears, laughing or even arguing. I'm just so lucky to have you in my life. The Lord blessed me with you as my mom, my best friend, and the person that I can talk to about everything. And I am forever grateful, Mom. You're so amazing, and I love you more than life itself. Shane, your endless curiosity, there has never been a moment when you have not annoyed me with questions. Despite the occasional disagreement, there's an unbreakable bond of love that defines our relationship. You're not just a sibling. You're a constant source of laughter, learning, and love in your life, making every day brighter simply by being yourself, and I love you so much. Through your endless sacrifices and selflessness, you have shown me the true meaning of love. Your endless support in my academics, spiritual, and personal activities has been a source of strength and information and inspiration. You have been my biggest supporters, celebrating my successes and comfort me in times of difficulties. As I stand here, a new chapter in my life is happening. I am filled with excitement and anticipation for the journey ahead. I know that I carry all of the lessons that you have imparted and the values you have instilled. Though the road may be challenging at times, I take comfort in knowing that you will always be there to guide and support me. As I look back on my time in middle school, I am grateful for the memories we have created as a family. From late-night study sessions to family dinners filled with laughter, each moment has been a precious gift. And I'm so thankful for the sacrifices you have made to provide me with a quality education and the opportunities to grow and flourish. As I prepare to embark on the next chapter of my journey, I am reminded of the words of Jeremiah 29:11. For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord, plans to prosper you and to not harm you, plans to give you hope and future. Mom, Dad, and Shane, thank you for your love, guidance, and support. And I am forever grateful of the blessing to have you as my parents and my brother. To my fellow graduates, as we step into high school, let us never forget the lessons that we have learned and the values that we hold dear. Let us continue to walk in our faith, knowing that God has a plan for each and every one of us. May God bless all of us on our journey onward. Thank you.
Dear Mom and Dad, there is so much I have to thank you for, I don't even know where to start. You both are such a blessing in my life. You both taught me everything I know today. I can't imagine life without you. You have always been there for me through thick and thin, from the day I learned how to walk and talk to the person I became today. You've always been there. You've helped me succeed in my studies and be more confident in myself even when it's tough. Thank you for providing the love and encouragement I needed to overcome challenges. I have had many ups and downs, but I can't thank you both enough for always sticking by my side. I'm forever grateful for you. Mom, Thank you for bringing me into this world. Thank you for always being open to chat about things when things weren't working out the way I intended. You put food on the table and tried your best to put a smile on your face even when you've had a rough day. You've always tried to tolerate me peacefully even when I'm stubborn, and I deeply admire you. I deeply admire you for that. You are always there to comfort me through losses, and I appreciate you so much for that. Whenever you do laugh, it makes me happy. You inspire me each day to become more selfless. Thank you for all your hard work and dedication to this family. I love you so much. Dad, thank you for always helping me with math. I know I couldn't have done it without you. Thank you for always helping me with schoolwork. Even when you don't always understand it, you still try your best, although you normally do understand it. Thank you for your hugs and for praying with me every night. For so many years, I made it to school because of you. Thank you for taking walks with me and for taking me places. Thank you for spending time with me, whether it's skiing, museums, ice skating, amusement parks, or many other places. Thank you for going bowling with me and playing basketball with me. Thank you for laughing with me at my jokes and for taking me to church. I love you so much. Blake, thank you for driving me to school this year. I wouldn't have made it if it weren't for you. Even though you're annoying, I still love you. Thank you.
To my family, I just wanted to say a big thank you for everything you do for me. I never really thought of all the sacrifices you made to make my life great, such as sending me to an Adventist school and taking care of me every day. You give me food, an amazing place to live, lots of love, advice, and help me get closer to God. Thanks for being great parents. To my dad, I want to thank you for everything you've done for me. You've taught me how to play basketball, practiced with me when you could have said you were busy, motivated me to do better during games, and many more. Thanks for supporting me when I played soccer and encouraging me to practice my instruments even when I didn't want to. I remember when I was younger, I would practice in the back of the car while waiting for Jay to finish school and I also remember playing violin at church often. Recently, I even got to play violin at 3ABN. But without your constant motivation, I probably wouldn't have had all these opportunities. So thank you. To my mom, thanks for loving me no matter what and working both at home and at your job to make my life better. I really appreciate it. Thanks for always making delicious and healthy food and for encouraging me to eat well. I'm especially thankful for your comfort and care when I'm hurt or feeling down. Ever since I was young, we would always travel. You always chose the best places for our family, making each trip unforgettable. We've explored many national parks, marveled at countless waterfalls, and experienced the wonders of the Philippines, Hawaii, France, and Hong Kong. I still remember when we hiked to Akaka Falls in Hawaii, and how fun it was just being there with you and Dad. Every journey with you was filled with joy and incredible memories. Without you, we wouldn't have discovered such fantastic places to stay, explore, and cherish. Thank you for making every trip extraordinary and for everything else that you do. To my sister, Jaya, ever since you were born, you've always been there for me, through the good and through the bad. I'm so glad you're my sister because without you, I probably wouldn't have turned out the way I am today. Thanks for being an important part of my life. And thank you all for everything. I couldn't have asked for a better family.
First of all, I want to thank God for leading me through these last 9 years of school, from kindergarten through 8th grade. He was there and will continue to be with me. I also want to thank my mom and dad for taking care of me for the last 14 years. I bet it was very difficult to take care of me, plus my other 3 siblings. You guys helped me through the most difficult times of my life. It's been a real blessing to have both of you guys as my parents. Mom, without a doubt, you do the most work at home. You prepare food for me and everyone else in my family. You drive me to school every single day except the weekends. If it wasn't for you, I'd be walking about 10 hours just to go to school. You also help me to remember things like I forget easily, like asking me if I did my homework or asking me if I took my allergy medicine. You always prepare me for everything. There are a lot of things to appreciate about you, but the one thing I appreciate the most about you is your soothing love. You've always come for me when I'm having a bad day. You keep me going when I don't feel like it. You're the best mom I could ever ask for. Thank you. Dad, you're the reason I actually do good at school. You tell me to go be above and beyond what I'm supposed to do, and not just the minimum. If I needed help with an assignment, you would always help me to do it. In fact, you help me with every time I need it. There's a lot of things, like Mom, there's a lot of things to appreciate about you, but the one thing that I appreciate about you the most, that you never give up on me. You work off every sweat just to spend time with me and the family. You like to take me and the family places to enjoy our time together. You've always encouraged me to try new things and overcome my fears. You also bring me closer to God. Regardless of what I'm doing, you're always there beside me when I need you. Thank you for being the best dad I could ever ask for. To the rest of my family, thank you for being there and supporting me through the years. I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for you. God bless you all.
Dear Mom, thank you for always making me lunch so that I could get the energy I needed to go through the day at school. You also made sure I got all my assignments done and helped me understand them. So thank you for being so patient and kind to me. Also, thank you for taking me and my dad to different countries and states. They were unforgettable experiences. You also work late hours into the night to help make more money. So thank you for that as well. Dear Dad, you always make sure to pick me up from school as early as you can and always teach me valuable life lessons. You keep me along the right path and motivate me to do better with my studies and get better grades. You also helped us get our dog and convinced Mom to let us get one. You also make me happy and encourage me to laugh. Thank you, Dad. You always made sure we got to call Papa and visit him. And thank you for driving me to school on time. And to any friends and family who helped me up along the way to high school, thank you for everything.
Firstly, I want to thank God because He has helped me get all the way through here. Even though the doctor said that I wouldn't be alive, but God saved my life, and here I am now. Para mi mamá, gracias por siempre estar ahí para ayudarme desde que nací. Tú has tenido mucha paciencia conmigo, porque desde que nací prematuro me cuidaste con mucho amor. Desde que era niño te has desvelado por mí y por mi hermana. Siempre has sido una muy buena madre y puedo nombrar algunas cosas de las millones de cosas que has hecho por mí. Por ejemplo, siempre te levantas tan temprano para prepararnos el desayuno. Nos llevas a la escuela y nos compras, especialmente a mí, cosas bonitas y preparas la mejor comida. Gracias por todos tus esfuerzos. Te amo mucho. Para mi papá, gracias a ti también por ser el mejor papá del mundo. Siempre has sido muy responsable con nuestra familia. Eres muy sabio y siempre me das buenos consejos en cómo seguir fiel a Dios y nunca apartarme de sus caminos. Tú siempre me apoyas en mis decisiones, aunque no sean tan sensatos. Aunque vengas del trabajo muy cansado, siempre quieras pasar al menos un rato con nosotros en lo que puedas. Eres un hombre tan feliz y no te avergüenzas de nada. Aprecio todo lo que has hecho por nuestra familia y te amo mucho. To my sister, Naomi, thank you for being a good sister and always helping me out of some of my mistakes. It's so funny how you just randomly start laughing over nothing, but it's so contagious and makes me start laughing. I remember when we were little and we would always play in the snow and laugh so much. Sorry for being mean to you sometimes. I couldn't ask for anyone else because you're just the greatest. Um, oh. To Mr. Robinson, thank you for teaching me since kinder to second grade, and teaching me my first letters in the alphabet, and teaching me how to read and for your patience towards me. I know you'll never forget the first day of school as much as I will remember. Miss Watkins, thank you for being there ever since I was in fourth grade. When I moved here, I was worried that I wouldn't fit in, and when I knew that you would teach again, I was really happy. Thank you for all your efforts. Tío Luis, gracias tío por siempre estar ahí desde que nací. Y gracias por apoyar a mi mamá en el hospital cuando yo nací. Gracias por siempre apoyarme en todo. Una de las cosas que más me gusta de usted es que siempre me hace reír. Lo amo mucho. Tía Neni, gracias por siempre estar pendiente de mí, desde que yo era pequeño hasta hoy. Gracias por tratarme bien y también hacerme comida muy buena. La amo mucho. Y por fin, gracias a toda mi familia, a Ariel, a Isa y a sus familias, por venir a apoyarme en este momento tan importante en mi vida. Gracias a mis hermanos de la iglesia, como el pastor Jonás y a Leti y a toda su familia, por estar aquí apoyándome. A todos, muchas gracias.
Hi, everyone. Okay, to my mom and dad, thank you for being such a blessing in my life. Thank you for all the opportunities you have given me and Ella, and given Ella and I that you guys never had. I love you guys I love that you guys always make me food and take me places. You always keep me comfortable and safe. Thank you guys for always trying to make me laugh. Thank you guys for putting me in a good school. You guys always show Jesus in everything you do. Thank you for taking me to places and letting me experience things most people would not be able to see. Overall, you guys are the best for me and always love me. Mom, thank you for your love and for working so hard at night to make me happy. Thank you for your amazing food that you make me. You always try to be in a good mood, which keeps everyone happy even when you're tired. Thank you for always trying to make things fun and being nice to my friends. Most of the time. You're a fun person to be around, and I'm thankful for you. Papi, thank you for being my leader and the person I can relate to and agree with. You always care about me and make sure I'm all taken care of. I appreciate how you teach me life lessons early on. Thank you for being an amazing dad. Ella, thank you for being a nice sister and an energetic person to live with. Even though you may be a little annoying, I love you and wouldn't trade you for anything. I love you guys. Bye.
Ladies and gentlemen, gathered here today in the chapel of Pleasant Hill Adventist Academy, we embark on a journey of gratitude and remembrance, honoring the extraordinary educators who have left a mark on our hearts and minds. Today we pay tribute to 4 exceptional teachers, Miss Watkins, Mr. M, Mr. Maloon, and Miss Abora, each a beacon of inspiration. Let us begin by extending our heartfelt appreciation to Miss Watkins, our homeroom teacher whose kindness and wisdom has guided us through both academic and personal triumphs. Miss Watkins, your classroom was not just a space for learning, but a sanctuary of support and understanding. From the laughter shared during morning circles to the quiet moments of encouragement after a challenging day, you have been the steady presence that anchored us through it all. Your unwavering belief in our potential has empowered us to reach for the stars, and for all that, we are eternally grateful. Turning our attention to Mr. M, our physical education teacher, we recall the countless memories of laughter, teamwork, and triumph on the fields. Mr. M, your passion for health and wellness was contagious, and your innovative approach to physical education transformed mundane exercises into exhilarating adventures. From spirited games of capture the flag to soccer, you showed us that fitness is not just about strength, but about perseverance and the joy of movement. Thank you for instilling us in a lifelong love for staying active and healthy. Now we turn to Mr. Balloon, who reigned as our guide through the wonders of experimentation and discovery. Mr. Maloon, your classroom was a laboratory of excitement and wonder, where every lesson sparked our curiosity and ignited our imagination. Who could forget the toothpick bridge challenge, where we put our engineering skills to the test, or the unforgettable can crusher experiment that left us in awe of the power of physics? Your dedication to hands-on learning and your unwavering belief in our ability to think critically has left a mark on our academic journey. Though you may be departing from us, your legacy will live on in the countless minds you have inspired to question, explore, and innovate. Last but certainly not least, we honor Miss Abora, our music teacher, whose melodies has stirred our souls and uplifted our spirits. Miss Abora, your passion for music was infectious, and your unwavering dedication to nurturing our musical talents has enriched our lives in countless ways. From the choir's joyous harmonies to the orchestra's soul-stirring melodies, you taught us that music is not just a skill, but the language of our heart, capable of transcending boundaries and uniting souls. Thank you for sharing your love of music with us and for reminding us that sometimes the most beautiful moments in life can be found in the simplest of melodies. To summarize, Miss Watkins, Mr. M, Mr. Maloon, and Miss Abora, we offer our deepest gratitude for your unwavering dedication, boundless compassion, and profound impact on our lives. You have not only taught us lessons, but have become a cherished part of our story, and for that, we are forever grateful.
Throughout this year, our students have had the ability to participate in a number of things, and at this time, we want to make sure that we give some special recognition to those who were involved in different capacities. For audio visual, and when I call your name, come on over, we have a pen for you, so we're going to pin it on you and you can have a seat, okay? All right. Audio visual was headed by Pastor Miguel Veraces, and he had a number of 7th grade kids who were helping him, but of our 8th graders, we have Caleb, who is outgoing. Caleb de Gracia. All right, our next category is the Music Awards, and Ms. Sabora could not be here this evening, but we are going to hand them a certificate as well as a pin. For outstanding violin players, we have Jenna Peterson. Josiah Ordaz. For Outstanding Cello Player Award, we have Caleb de Gracia. Anya Januszewski. Our outstanding clarinet player is Hiram Navarro. The following students will receive a certificate for noteworthy participation in choir and orchestra. Trey Mincy. Luis Seminario. Eric Candelaria. Abisai Abendañon. Sienna Sanders. Coach Jess Montellano wanted to give out some sports awards. So we have Josiah Ordaz. Abisai Abendaño. Jenna Peterson. Trey Mincy. Sienna Sanders. This year we had some phenomenal photographers and participators in our elementary side of the yearbook stuff. So we want to take this moment to celebrate them. Eric Candelaria. Eric. Got lots of things to come. Caleb DeGracia. We also had a student council put together, and the two 8th grade participants were Eric Candelaria and Sienna Sanders. All right. We have now come to the presentation of your diplomas. Presenting the diplomas this evening will be our principal, Dr. Philip Williams, and our school board chairman, Mrs. Natalie Mechtold. Class of 2024, you have waited for this moment, and it is finally here. You have fulfilled the Northern California Conference requirements necessary to complete the 8th grade. All graduates, please stand. When I call your name, please come forward to receive your diploma. Class President, 9-year student, Luis Ernesto Seminario. Class Vice President with honors, Eric Louis Tiquia Candelaria. Class Religious Vice President with honors, Anya Isabella Janaszewski. Class Secretary, Sienna Ushio Sanders. Class Historian, 9-year student with honors, Jenna Michaela Peterson. Financial Vice President with honors, Caleb Eliezer de Gracia. Abisai Avendaño. Dale Trey Richard Mincy. Hiram Israel Navarro II. Josiah Glenn Ordaz. Congratulations, Pleasant Hill Adventist Academy 8th grade class of 2024. Eighth grade, you may be seated at this time. Class of 2025, please stand. I present to you at this time the rising class of 2025.
You may be seated, class of 2025. It's been a wonderful evening, and we're so excited about these young people. We're also so pleased to have fantastic educators, and you've heard about most of them this evening from our students. This evening, we especially, however, wish to acknowledge the ministry and the service of one of our educators who is leaving us. I'm going to ask Mr. Rick Malone to come forward, please. Mr. Malone has been an awesome 5th, 6th, 7th, and 8th grade teacher, 3rd and 4th here in our building, but also an educator for many, many years in the Seventh-day Adventist Church. Come on up, sir. And we just have a couple of things to give to him as he transitions to serve in another community. Rick, we heard through the grapevine that you are a Boston Celtics fan. All right. And so, Game 5. All right. One of the gifts that we have this evening has this cap, and all of the students that he's taught this year have signed it for him. That's great. There you are.
And Rick, it is a small thing, but I would like to leave you, on behalf of the board, with, I know you always have mugs and cocoa and hot drinks and tea in your classrooms, so we have for you this very special addition to take to your new classroom, and it says, under the influence. Not under the influence. The influence of a good teacher can never be erased. So, Rick, it has been a pleasure having you here. We are going to miss you, but I know that you're just over the hill, so we'll see you often.
Not over the hill. Just
Oh, well, 2 times in one.
All right, thank you.
Wonderful. Thank you.
Before benediction, we're going to give another thanks to our amazing teacher, Miss Watkins. All right, bow your heads and close your eyes, please. Dear Lord, thank you for this joyous day. Thank you that we've gotten this far and successful in life, and I ask that you keep on leading us in the right path and that we keep close to you in all we do. In Jesus' name we pray, amen.
8th and 7th, please stand. We do have a reception that is following over in our school. If you'll walk just a short distance away, please join us.